Welcome to another episode of Taryn's Triathlon Time. Two things I want to let you guys know. First off, we're having a bit of a sound issue because I'm shooting this at a time of day that there's gardening going on across the street. So I'm sorry about that. Second of all, I'm not going to take my sunglasses off because they're awesome. But also, my right eye, your left, my right, is a little gnarly right now because I blew a blood vessel in it yesterday, or maybe the day before, but it got really bad yesterday. So, as Marion is calling me Rocky, I don't wanna freak anyone out. The good news is it's not pink eye, so not contagious or any of that fun stuff. But the bad news is that I have a bloody eyeball. I don't think anybody wants that. I don't think anyone really asked for that. It's not super attractive. So if you see me, chances are I'll be wearing sunglasses for the next couple weeks. Because nobody really likes to look at someone with a bloody eyeball, I don't think. Anyway. So it's beautiful Friday. It's the last Friday of April. I'm excited. I'm excited that we're here. Little rewind. Just want to let you guys know. And if you're already watching this, then maybe you're in it for the long haul. So thank you. I'm gonna get a little deep here, guys. I'm gonna get a little deep because I'm having a bit of an existential crisis moment, if you will. Because yesterday, just to give you a little backstory on this whole eyeball thing, I think it's fine. What happened was, 2 nights ago, Marion looks at me and he's like, your eye looks pink, like what's the deal? I was like, it's fine, whatever. Cut to yesterday, I went and got some of these eye drops, Zatador, great eye drops, by the way, if you have allergies, they're amazing. I used them a lot when I was in New Mexico a couple summers ago and had really bad allergies. Put the eye drops in, and then I did like a pretty hard bike ride, like a pretty hard training ride, like over 3 hours or whatever. Get off the bike, and I go into the bathroom, clean myself up a little bit because I had to go for a little bit of a run. And I look at my eye, and it's like full on red and bleeding. That was kind of a weird thing to see. And it kind of freaked me out. But what freaked me out most is that it didn't freak me out. I know. Stay with me. I thought about it. I'm like looking at myself in the reflection, being like, wow, maybe something's really wrong with me. I should probably go to the doctor. First thing I did was, and mind you, I'm like drenched in sweat. Like, you have those trainer rides where you're just like sopping wet. So regardless, I needed to like clean myself up before I went anywhere. I called Marion, and he of course was like in the middle of dailies, in the middle of work, and he's like, he answered the phone, but he's like, can I call you right back? I was like, well, yes, but I just want to let you know, my eyeball is bleeding. So I think I'm gonna go to the hospital. And I said it like that, like very matter of fact. And that's kind of what I always am like when things are like in like real sort of scary situations. He of course was like, whoa, hang on, like, okay, yeah, I'll leave right now. I was like, no, don't worry about that. Like, don't worry about that. I'll let you know what happens. And then of course I got off the phone with him and I started like, looking it up on the internet, and it turned out it's like, it was probably just the hemoglobin, whatever, his mom busted eye vessel, and they're basically like, you can't do anything about it, it's no big deal. And mind you, like, I felt okay, like I felt normal. That's why like when I was riding my bike, like I didn't like get off the bike or anything because my eye was bleeding. I mean, I couldn't tell my eye was bleeding, it didn't hurt really. So, and then I thought about it, I'm like, well, I should probably get this checked out, but I still had to go for a run. And I honestly did have this moment, like, if something really bad happens, like if that's an aneurysm, if something really bad happens, I want it to happen while I'm doing something that I love. Now, I don't necessarily recommend this. I think it really kind of goes to show that I'm at a place right now in my life that is maybe not the best, or that my values are a little bit skewed, or I don't know. It's odd. What I did do is I wrote a note. I wrote a note in my journal saying, I love everyone. And then I put on my road ID that I usually wear during bike rides. I put that on during this run because if anything did happen, I wanted people to know who to call and all that stuff. And I went out and I did a half an hour run. Because I kind of felt like, this is probably nothing. It's probably nothing. And if something bad would have happened, it probably would have happened by now. And I'm not going to waste my time in doctor's offices. Like Marion's had a bunch of stuff going on with doctor's offices. Hannah got in a huge car accident last year. We have horrible insurance because we're self-employed. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to waste my time in a doctor's office, urgent care or the ER, and just get jacked and just get charged so much. And like, for what? Like, I've done everything I wanted to do. Really. Like, it really just made me think about it. It really just kind of made me think about my life. And I'm like, you know what? I've done everything I've really wanted to do. So if now's the time, now's the time. And that's probably not the best way to look at things. I realize that's not the best. That certainly is not a fair way to look at. I mean, Marion wasn't really happy when I told him that point of view. And then I'm sure close friends and my mom wouldn't be too psyched if I was like, I don't really care if I die right now. I mean, I've lived a good life. But that's honestly how I felt, guys. Not gonna lie to you, that's really how I felt. Good news is I had a good run. I started off kind of slow, but I ended up pretty quick, and it was great. And I lived through it, and here we are today. And it also kind of brought up a lot of stuff with all these things that I'm doing, and I keep, what I'm doing here with everyone, and my triathlon goals and my running goals all these years, and really had me take a deep look, a deep dive into what really matters to me, where I feel really insecure and where I feel really powerful, or I don't know if that's really the right word, but like how I gain, confidence, I guess, over the years and like forever. And the reality is, like, my triathlon life at this level is coming to an end. It is. It needs to. Like, it's time. It's time. I'm going to go balls to the walls, of course, for the next month or 2 months until Boulder. Do the best I can there. I'm going to do the best I can, and hopefully I do well, and that's awesome. But I really do think that I've held on to this because I want to see how well I can do before I move on with the rest of my life. But also I've had some other goals, career aspirations, the things that have happened in my career that have never really, I've never really given myself the credit or the confidence to pursue, because it requires so much time and effort. Production is just a lot. It's like 12 to 14 hour days every day of the week. But that's what I really love, and I think that's just what it needs to be. And I need to realize that that's really what I want to do, and I'm gonna have to just kind of move on from this soon. And that time is now. The clock's been ticking for a while now, but it's really happened. We're kind of here. And this whole eyeball thing just really made me think about it. So I hope that's not too depressing. I'm sorry if it is. I'm gonna go do a really hard swim right now and then go for a run. And I hope you guys have a good day.